All right, I'm coming back with the Mercedes build, everybody. Here we go. It's a 2005 Mercedes C230. It's a compressor. It had a blown motor. It was too much to rebuild the head, so the person who had it sold it at a good deal. I bought it for the LS swap, and here we go. This is what I've done to it so far. Okay, the 4.8's in there. I'm gonna have to get an LS3 water pump because I was originally using the LS1 with the truck damper in the bottom with the 3/4 spacers to line up to it, but it was sticking out just a little too much, so I think I need the LS3 just to use the one with the smaller pulley on the actual water pump. It's a little bit more flat. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This one here, this is the LS1. This is a little wide, you know, and plus I'm using spacers behind it. This nose, like, I need it to be like somewhere around here. And the LS3, it's flat. This pulley's like, we're gonna cut off like that much of it, so that should work. Okay, on the exhaust manifolds, I'm gonna be using 99 Camaro Z28, the LS1 model. I'm using that year of header on this. This is our BBKs, and they're copied exactly like the actual cast iron manifold. It has the same direction, and I had them off a previous build, so we're gonna use them on this car. I just have some interference with the actual steering rod, as you can see it right there. We're gonna have to find somehow to move the flange a little bit further out this way and do some modifying to this header to make it work, because the flange is like kind of to the side of the exhaust manifold on that steering rod. I'll show y'all when I get down there to the bottom. This is a passenger side. Shit, the light. Okay, I'll block it with my hand. There we go. This is a passenger side. I got a lot of room right here. I did a Sharpie marker on the firewall right there because I'm gonna need some modifying on them both sides. Same kind of, I guess those are exhausts. I mean drains. Those little tubes, those are drains for the actual windshield up there. And whatever, I'm gonna have to reroute those little pipes or whatever they are, those little drains. I need like an inch of clearance so the engine's not laying on that firewall and you don't hear the vibration. But I could probably even move it front, I don't know. I need the water pump to see all the spacing that I'm gonna get. But that's where I'm at. The hood closes using the LS1 intake manifold. All right, let me go to the bottom, show y'all what the truck oil pan looks like on this car. You see it? That's the oil pan right there. So I'm waiting for the short modified one to eliminate that sticking out from the bottom of the cross member. And if it does, the other one still, I'm gonna try to build like some kind of shield for it or something, because the car's gonna be sitting pretty low, but the transmission is sitting perfectly in that tunnel. See? Can't see it. Let me get underneath it so y'all can see. Alright, that's the bell housing, what you see way in the front with the hose. That's the bell housing. Alright, that yellow box right above, that's where the shifter's at. the original shifter of the car. And my shifter's right there where that circle's at, you see? So I'm a few inches in front of it. I'm just gonna have to cut the square where I need it to be for the shifter and worry about that shifter rod when I get to it. See if I buy a curved one or something. But the transmission lined up perfectly. I like it. Now I just need to run the clutch line. For the throw-out bearing, need to run the hose. That's what it looks like, guys. There's the bell housing on both sides. There's a little bit of clearance, as you can see. That's the front. That's where the starter's at. It's supposed to be at. See, there's some clearance. I'm probably gonna push the motor a little bit more toward the passenger side, like a hair more. Just because I got a connection on this side. I need to figure out what this is. Either the reverse light or the speedo. I think it's the reverse light. So, that little plug right there. See, I got a little bit of room to put the actual plug and have the wires still come out. See, I got clearance. The bell housing's over here. And this is where that exhaust manifold's at. See, I'm gonna bend it out and then either cut that flange off and just put a straight tube and bring it out further down here with a curve somehow, because that one's gonna be something that wraps around to the bottom, because I'm running a Y here. I'm gonna be running a 2.5 inch Y going to a 3-inch exhaust single. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. And the other side, well, plenty of clearance for my exhaust manifold. Look at that, beautiful. It's gonna be coming together, guys. So we'll get to the top. Holy crap. That's what it'll be looking like. Let me put the other cover too. I can see what it's gonna look like with both covers. Shit, I can't even see. Yeah, they're under. There it is. So it's gonna look something like that. Something's holding it up. Oh, the harness. There it is. So it's gonna look something like that. Okay, and I have the original AC compressor from the Mercedes right there, still hooked up with Freon. And let's see if I could try to rig some kind of bracket up, custom build something for that, and use the original compressor down here somehow once everything, all the pulleys are there. Because I'm running the configuration that's on my Caprice for the alternator. Y'all see how the alternator is on the Caprice over there? But the power steering pump is right underneath it. There's a power steering pump right underneath it, and there's the pulley right there, see? It's the alternator. I'm gonna be running that same setup like that on the Mercedes right here. So I could use all the original truck accessories on a different bracket. So once I get to that point, I'm gonna make a detailed video about all that. But yeah, I want to see if I could use the compressor. If I can't, if the exhaust manifold needs the room, I'm gonna give it to the exhaust manifold and just put the AC compressor on this side the way the trucks have it. I had the bracket for that, so, and the actual factory compressor, and I could get those hoses modified, so, or custom built. But that's where I'm at with it, everybody. Looks good. I know it looks like it's not gonna close right, but it does. It closes. I already closed it. Just that I got the actual hood tied up to the roof of my shop. What I'm gonna do now is pull everything out, modify that firewall, wait for the oil pan to come in. Once I get it, the oil pan, I'm gonna put everything back together in there. I screwed it on together perfectly and start building the motor mounts, and then after that it's staying in there. So I'm gonna cut out the hole for the shifter and wait for the oil pan. So that's what's going on next. All right, everybody, I'll catch y'all on as I keep getting more done on both. I'm filming videos on the box too, so you know, one thing at a time. I'm gonna get them done.